Hello. Today I want to talk to you about the 2014.5 Toyota Camry. The model here is an LE, but the Camry does come in other trim levels. Base model L, then the LE, then the SE, and the top of the line XLE. Let me show you underneath the hood for a minute. You probably noticed these gas struts here, which help the hood go up and down, so you don't need a prop rod when you open up the hood. The Camry today has a 2.5 liter four-cylinder engine, which produces 178 horsepower and 170 pound-feet of torque. The Camry can also be equipped with a V6 engine, and that V6 is a 3.5 liter V6, which produces 268 horsepower and 248 pound-feet of torque. Four-cylinder gas mileage is 25 city, 35 highway, and V6 is 21 city, 31 highway. Now, both transmissions are paired to a 6-speed automatic transmission. That power and gas mileage is also helped achieved with Toyota's dual variable valve timing with intelligence. Let me tell you what that does. Basically, what variable valve timing with intelligence does allows the intake and exhaust valves to change their timing automatically as you're driving the car. So you get the most power and most fuel efficiency by helping the engine breathe better no matter what you're doing with the car. You're really going to feel it when you take this vehicle for a drive. And of course, standard on every new Toyota is the complimentary maintenance program we have called Toyota Care. Toyota Care covers your factory scheduled maintenances for the first 2 years or 25,000 miles, covering oil changes and tire rotations. And it also includes 2 years unlimited miles roadside assistance. Something else you'll find on every single new Toyota is the Star Safety System. Star Safety System encompasses anti-lock brakes, electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, traction control, vehicle stability control, and smart stop technology. Quite simply, anti-lock brakes prevents the brakes from locking up so you can steer the car in a panic situation. Brake assist automatically realizes when you're in a panic stop and applies full hydraulic brake power to your brakes. Electronic brake force distribution provides more weight to the wheel, more braking power to where the weight in the car is, so that if you're, let's say, going around a corner and you're braking, all the weight in the car might shift to the left or the right depending on where you're turning. You'll get more brake pressure on that side of the car. If the vehicle's heavily loaded, you may get more brake pressure to the back of the car, so it can change depending on where the weight in the car is. Traction control prevents your drive wheels from spinning, and vehicle stability control pretty much prevents your car from skidding sideways. It's going to keep you going where your car is steering, no matter how fast, no matter what the weather conditions are. It's going to pull back on engine power and brake individual wheels very harshly to try to keep you going where you're trying to steer the car. Looking underneath the hood here also, a couple things I like to point out is the sound insulation that Toyota includes on a lot of their vehicles. You got a great sound insulator here. Around the hood is all sealed here, and that's going to prevent a lot of engine noise from coming into the cabin and a lot of wind noise from coming into the cabin as well. Looking at the front of the vehicle, your SE and XLE models are going to be equipped with fog lights. They'll be located right here. This Camry has 16-inch wheels with wheel covers. An SE, depending on the engine, could have 17 or 18-inch alloy wheels, and the XLE is going to have 17-inch alloy wheels. Looking at the mirrors over here, all Camrys come with folding mirrors which fold in either direction, and on your LE and up models, they are also heated when you turn on the rear defogger. You may notice this little bump right here behind the mirror. This is called a vortex generator. There's actually another one on the side of the tail lamp in the back of the car. What a vortex generator is going to do is help the vehicle retain its straight distance on a highway or going down the road. When you drive a car, the faster you go, that car is punching the air, and the faster the car goes, the harder it is to punch that air. What a vortex generator does, it actually sucks the air to the side of the car here and on the end of the car to create kind of a wind hugging the side of the car so that it retains its stability the faster you go. So something you'll definitely feel on the highway, how stable the vehicle feels. And that's achieved, of course, with the vortex generators. Moving to the passenger side of the car, something I like to show inside the vehicle. Something we've had on the Camry since 2012 is this upscale looking interior. And one of the ways this interior looks upscale is the genuine stitching that we have on every trim level of the Camry. Cloth surfaces are in your Camry L and LE and SE, as well as your 4-cylinder XLE. Leather seating surfaces are available in the SE and on the XLE. Getting in and out of the car is also very easy. A lot of Camry customers appreciate this. The seats are not very low, so it is very easy to get in and out of the Camry. Looking at the back seat, and the back seat in the Camry is one of the largest back seats in the class. There's a lot to talk about back here. First of all Camrys have a flat rear floor, so even the middle passenger isn't going to have to worry about where they put their legs. We've cut out the back of the front seats to increase knee room in the back of the vehicle, and we've also cut out the bottom of the door so that when you are sitting in the vehicle, taller people tend to spread their knees out when they sit down, and they'll even have room for their knees underneath here. When I sit back here, I have plenty of room, plenty of knee room, plenty of foot room, and if I were to shut the door, my knees would tend to fit underneath the window controls. Another great story about the back of the Camry is there are 2 airbags back here. In fact, the Camry is one of the only vehicles in this segment equipped with 10 airbags. 2 of those airbags are rear seat side airbags. So not only do you have curtain airbags, which protect your head from hitting the window in a side collision, there are side airbags located in the seats to protect shoulder and torso in the event of a side collision. Those same side airbags are also in the front. You also have a driver and passenger airbag in the front and a driver and passenger knee airbag in the front of this vehicle. So 10 airbags, one of the only vehicles in this segment to come equipped with that number of airbags. Moving to the back of the vehicle and looking at the trunk. What a lot of people don't notice is this deck lid on a Camry. When you open it opens up to greater than a 90-degree angle. And that's to be great for your taller customers, because if I were taller and leaned forward, a lot of deck lids would be hitting me in the head as I lean over. But since the Camry deck lid opens up greater than a 90-degree angle, you're not going to have to worry about that. You also notice it's a very low lift over here, so lifting things in the back of the Camry's trunk isn't going to be very difficult. And the distance between the back of the trunk and the bumper here is also very short, so getting items in and out is very easy. It's a nice big flat floor, a lot of room back here, 15.4 cubic feet of space in fact. We also have a 60-40 split rear seat. You can put those down just by pulling on these right here and putting the back seats down. You'll also notice the sound deadening material here in the trunk as well. Speaking of sound deadening material, if I come to the left side of the vehicle here, another way that the Camry achieves its quietness on the road is this felt material in the rear wheel wells. What this does is it helps deaden the tire noise and road noise, and any road debris that gets kicked up underneath the vehicle is going to be felt right here by many of your customers. Moving to the driver's door here. Of course, all Camrys come with power windows and locks and power mirrors. Your base L does not have a power driver's seat. It is an option on Camry LEs, but most of the Camrys you're going to find in this area are going to have that power seat option. As I mentioned, leather seats are optional on your SE and XLE. You've got tilt telescoping wheel and some other improvements that I want to talk about inside the car. So join me inside. I'll talk about a few of the things inside. Now that we're inside the 14.5 Camry, let me show you a few of the things inside the vehicle. First of all, the steering wheel. Every Camry comes standard with a tilt and telescopic wheel. So the wheel can go up and down, and it can also go toward you or away from you. On the steering wheel, you've got controls for your audio system on the left-hand side and controls for your phone and your voice commands on the right-hand side. And of course, your cruise control. That brings me to the biggest change for the 2014.5 Camry, and that's the all-new audio systems that are available. The base system in the Camry is called N-Tune Audio. And N-Tune Audio gives you AM/FM CD, standard Bluetooth, standard Bluetooth streaming audio, as well as voice commands for your phone and a USB port to plug in your iPod or MP3 player. And the best part, of course, is all Camrys now come standard with a backup camera. Optional on the LE and SE is Entune Audio Plus. That's the next step up. Entune Audio Plus adds in Sirius XM satellite radio, high definition radio, and high definition traffic and weather. It's the only stereo on the market that gives you traffic and weather without navigation. Basically, it picks up the high definition radio signal, and if it does pick up a HD radio signal, you'll get traffic and weather on the head unit of your car. Next step up, optional also on SE and XLE, is the Entune Premium Audio System with navigation and the app suite. So of course then you get navigation, you get better voice commands, and you get the Entune app suite, which includes Bing, iHeartRadio, OpenTable.com, Pandora.com, Facebook Places, and Yelp. You're also going to get information services including your weather and traffic, sports, stocks, and fuel prices. Down here you have manual heating and air conditioning controls on your L, LE, and SE, and your XLE is going to have dual climate control. Down here is your 6-speed automatic transmission with sequential shift. You've got some storage located in there. That's also where you would plug in your iPod, and a sliding armrest standard on every Camry. That pretty much sums up the features inside the car. I hope you learned a lot about the vehicle, and contact us for any questions. Thank you.